Think you can get Australian PR easily in 2025? Think again. Thousands of applicants will be rejected, even some who are fully qualified. The rules have changed, and old strategies won't work anymore. One small mistake could cost you your dream of living in Australia. Today, I'm revealing exactly what's new and how you can stay ahead. Australia has always been one of the most attractive destinations for skilled workers and families. High salaries, great lifestyle, and world-class education make it a top choice for millions. But 2025 is bringing the strictest PR visa changes in years. The government is raising the bar for everyone, meaning old strategies that worked before may no longer be enough. If you apply without understanding these new rules, you risk wasting months of effort and thousands of dollars. The first major change applicants need to understand is the points system. In the past, the Australian PR system allowed many skilled workers to qualify with moderate work experience, decent English scores, and standard qualifications. This often meant that even applicants who were not perfectly prepared could still make it through if they met the minimum requirements. But all of that is changing in 2025. The government is significantly raising the points threshold for skilled visas, and this has a huge impact on applicants. Even highly qualified individuals who have years of experience in their field may now find that their points are just below the new threshold. This is not just a minor change. It can literally determine whether your application is accepted or rejected outright. Points in the Australian system are awarded for several factors, including age, education, work experience, English proficiency, and certain additional skills or certifications. Previously, an applicant with moderate experience and decent English could make up for a lower qualification or age factor. In 2025, each of these components is weighted more heavily, meaning you must maximize every single point you can. For example, if your English score is only just at the minimum level, it might no longer be sufficient to secure enough points. Similarly, if your work experience is slightly below the preferred range, you might fall short even if your degree is from a prestigious university. The takeaway is clear. Understanding exactly how points are calculated and planning your profile strategically is now more important than ever. You need to carefully evaluate your qualifications, document your work experience thoroughly, and ensure your English scores are at the highest possible level. It's no longer acceptable to rely on good enough. 2025 is about being fully prepared and maximizing every opportunity to gain points. Next, occupations are under intense review. The government is reassessing which jobs are in demand and prioritizing applicants who fit Australia's most pressing labor needs. In previous years, many occupations had relatively predictable demand lists. IT professionals, engineers, healthcare workers, and teachers were in demand and often had smoother paths to PR. However, in 2025, even these professions face stricter scrutiny. Authorities are now carefully analyzing labor shortages and selecting applicants who are precisely aligned with those gaps. For example, let's say you are an IT professional specializing in a niche technology. Even if you have several years of experience, if your specific skill does not match the most urgent needs outlined by Australia's labor market analysis, your application may be delayed or subjected to additional checks. This is a major change for applicants who assume that simply being in an in-demand profession guarantees approval. It doesn't. Now, your exact skills, certifications, and experience must be a perfect fit. You may need to adapt your approach, considering further training, certifications, or even applying through specific state-nominated programs that match your occupation more closely. English proficiency has also become a decisive factor. In previous years, an applicant with strong work experience but moderate English could sometimes compensate for lower test scores. That option is shrinking. The minimum English scores are increasing across several visa categories, and authorities are now using English results as a critical metric to rank applicants. This means that even years of experience in your field cannot fully make up for slightly lower scores. For instance, someone with 10 years of engineering experience but only moderate IELTS results may find their application receives fewer points than someone with less experience but higher English proficiency. The practical implication is that you cannot leave English preparation to the last minute. To maximize your points, you need to study strategically, take practice tests, and aim for scores well above the minimum threshold. Strong English not only improves your points, it can also significantly influence the speed of your application and how favorably it is reviewed by authorities. Health and character checks are stricter as well. In the past, minor medical or legal issues might have caused delays, but they rarely led to outright rejection if the applicant was generally fit and clear. In 2025, even small problems can create significant obstacles. Medical exams are now more detailed, and certain conditions may trigger additional reviews. Similarly, character assessments are scrutinizing past legal or criminal matters more closely than ever. Minor issues that were previously overlooked can now result in delays or even denials. This is why early preparation is absolutely critical. Applicants must ensure they complete all medical examinations, gather police clearances, and disclose every required detail accurately. Trying to resolve these issues at the last minute is risky because it can take weeks or even months to process corrections or additional reports. Planning ahead and addressing potential problems early can make the difference between a smooth application and a long, stressful delay. Timing has become another critical element in the 2025 system. Submitting your application at the right moment, selecting the correct visa category, and ensuring that every single document is flawless can have a major impact on your success. Delays, errors, or missing documents now carry higher consequences than ever. Even minor mistakes can result in months of waiting or outright rejection. The system rewards applicants who are strategic, proactive, and organized, and it punishes those who assume they can figure it out later. For example, applying too early without completing all requirements can result in a pending application that takes months to resolve. Applying too late or without proper documentation can mean missing state nomination deadlines or priority streams. Every stage now requires careful planning. Being proactive about timing, double-checking every document, and understanding visa categories in detail can save applicants from costly mistakes. But despite all these stricter measures, there is still hope. Certain state-nominated visas and priority streams remain accessible, especially for applicants who act quickly and plan strategically. These pathways are specifically designed to attract high-value candidates who can immediately contribute to Australia's labor market and economy. While the rules are tougher, applicants who understand them and prepare effectively still have a strong chance of success. To take full advantage of these opportunities, applicants should upgrade their qualifications if possible, ensure their English scores are high, and make sure every document is flawless. Preparation is the key to success in 2025. The more thorough and strategic you are, the less likely you are to encounter delays or denials. Organized applicants who anticipate changes, follow the rules closely, and submit polished applications will always have the edge over others. Here's a little-known fact that most people overlook. Australia isn't closing its doors. It's simply rewarding applicants who are fully prepared. Those who understand the system, plan ahead, and act quickly will always have an advantage. The stricter rules are not meant to discourage applicants. They are meant to prioritize those who are ready, capable, and able to contribute effectively to the country. In summary, the key to navigating the 2025 changes is preparation, strategy, and attention to detail. Understand how points are calculated and maximize yours. Ensure your occupation and skills precisely match the country's labor needs. Invest in English preparation, complete all health and character checks carefully, and submit your application at the right time with flawless documents. For those who act wisely and strategically, these stricter rules may actually work in your favor, helping you stand out as a highly qualified, prepared applicant. The 2025 system may seem intimidating at first, but with careful planning and proactive action, it's entirely possible to navigate it successfully. Applicants who take these steps seriously, rather than relying on old methods or assumptions, are the ones who will achieve their Australian dream. Remember, success in 2025 is not just about qualifications, it's about preparation, timing, and strategy. Those who understand this will find that even under stricter rules, opportunities remain for those who are ready. So start today. Assess your profile, improve your points, perfect your English, and gather all documents carefully. Hit like if this opened your eyes, subscribe for more visa updates, and share this with anyone planning to move to Australia in 2025. Knowledge and preparation are everything. Don't risk your dream.